in. It's about, I think it's about 10:30. I'm on Interstate 575 going south on the outskirts of Atlanta. I'm actually just passing through Georgia. I finally decided what I want to do today. I'm going to see another fire lookout tower, but this one's in Alabama. So I'm kind of just passing through Georgia over towards the Auburn, Alabama area. And got a 3-hour drive. I'm only 30 minutes into it. This is the Atlanta area, and this is the first time this entire trip I've been in some traffic. Really the first urban area I've gone to during the daytime. I went through the Pittsburgh area, but it was kind of later at night. Just crossed into Alabama. Made it to the start of the trail. This is the Smith Mountain Lookout Tower. Obviously, this is Smith Mountain. This is about a half-hour northwest of Auburn, Alabama. Nice ride to get here. A lot flatter than where I've been the last few days. So better gas mileage, can go a little bit faster. But that also means that the mountains aren't going to be as spectacular. This kind of just looks like a hill from the parking area. But it's still something. Almost there. Steep, but very short hike. This is really nicely done. There's all kinds of like information boards and things set up. Nice benches, and this feels like a hill more than a mountain. So it's not that tall, but the tower is. So that kind of makes up for it. This tower's in really good shape. I did read that conservation group owns it and fixed it up better than its original condition. And they did a nice job. It's almost higher than it needs to be. The view was good, like 3 staircases down from the top. But I ain't complaining. It's such a nice day. It's t-shirt weather again today. This is a very nice tower. The tower itself is really high, but I wouldn't even call this a mountain. This is a hill. And anything's going to seem small after where I just came from the last few days. On the way back down, Southern Pines. Alright, it's a bit later. I'm in Opelika, Alabama. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's right next to Auburn. And this is about 30 minutes south of the fire lookout tower I just came from. I'm staying at Best Western tonight. Another good price on the room, $63. They're like $62.96, I think, including tax and everything. Another deal. Third hotel I've stayed at this trip. This is the most expensive one. Pretty nice room. Yeah, I'll show you in a minute. I felt like sleeping in a bed again tonight. So the past few days I've been doing every other. Sleep in my truck one night, then get a room the next. So that's what I've been doing. So this is a pretty nice room. Way bigger TV than the last place I stayed. Fridge and microwave, which is what I wanted because I don't really like getting to a hotel and having to, I get there hungry and I have to wait for delivery to show up, and I'm just not a fan of that. So I stopped at Dollar Tree and got a pretty good feast here. A couple of pizzas, burritos, chili cheese dog, burger, chips. And I spent like $10. I spent like $10 on all of that. It's probably more food than I'm going to be able to eat. But I'm really hungry, so I bought a lot. And unlike the past couple of places I stayed, it doesn't have the outdoor corridors where I can park right up to the door. So I did have to go down an indoor hallway. But my truck is right there. So I can keep an eye on the kayak. So that's not too bad. And the only stuff I brought in besides the food for now was this and this duffel bag. Both which have very, 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 very expensive, very valuable things in them. So I didn't want to have those anywhere beyond my arm's reach for the night. I'll probably tell you guys what's in there one of these days, sometime on this trip. So it's about 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm going to eat and just relax, turn on the TV. I mean, there's not much I like on TV. A lot of it's freaking crap, but, see if I can find something. And I am going to sit down and edit some videos so I can get some of these vlogs posted. I'm like days behind on that. This is already like more than halfway through the trip, and I've only got one video up so far, so I am going to take care of that. Good morning, new day. Just left the hotel a little while ago at the Best Western in Auburn, Alabama. I'm on Interstate 85 heading towards Montgomery. I'm seeing one more fire lookout tower on this trip. It's about an hour northwest of Montgomery. That's where I'm headed right now. And then after that, I'll tell you guys what's going on after that. Filled up the gas tank for $2.41 a gallon at a Mapco in Auburn, which is a gas station chain down here in the south. Lowest gas price of this trip so far, so I made sure I filled right up. Really nice ride through rural Alabama. About 7 miles from the tower still. From Auburn to Montgomery, it was the interstate, and ever since Montgomery, it's been all local roads. There's a bigger road than this for much of it. I just got onto these are like more really rural roads. Yet another dirt road leading to a lookout tower. I really enjoy these dirt roads in my own truck. Like renting a truck is kind of fun too, but it doesn't compare. I'd rather have my own. Made it here. It was about 4.5 miles on a dirt road. Nice backwoods ride. Just loving it. And I was not sure, from everything I read online about this one, if the directions went to a parking area and there was a hike involved, or if you could drive right to it. Here's the answer. I've never been to one that you could drive this close to. And it is a pretty big tower. In case you guys can't tell, I love it down here in the south. I'm really excited to be moving to Florida. Warmer weather. Just really excited for this whole thing. And speaking of that warmer weather, it's about 75 and I'm in a t-shirt. Plenty warm enough. A lot of trash at this one. I've never seen one with so much crap on the ground, I don't think. And would you look at that? I didn't even notice that until I've already been here 5 minutes or so. You can't climb it. Oh, man. Alright, so I climbed up a little ways. And this whole thing, I can see why they took out the stairs. It's in really poor shape. The whole thing is shaken from every step. So I really hate to say it, but I don't think it's safe to climb this one. There's missing a step up there. Some of the landings that I can see from here, the wood looks like it's not in great shape. It's missing some boards on some of the landings up towards the top. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I've seen, you know, half dozen other ones in the past few days, so oh well. So pretty disappointing, but it is a nice break. This is a really nice break from driving. I've been driving all day so far. And the next place I'm going is another couple hours up the highway. I'm going to Meridian, Mississippi, just because that's somewhere that I've never been and it's relatively on the way. Then after Meridian, I'm going to work my way down to Biloxi. Just pulled out the toolkit because I noticed one of these screws on my door trim is coming out. Not coming out, but it's loose. Don't know why or how, but I'm going to pop that back in. And then up here, not sure you can see it real well. Got a rock chip on my windshield earlier today. Happened in Montgomery. I was in the industrial part of town, like warehouses and stuff, and one of those roads where it's all tractor trailers and dump trucks and, you know, some pickups and cars mixed in. I didn't even see where it came from. I have no idea. It just came out of nowhere and did that. But this is the original windshield on this truck. It's a Libby Owens Ford piece of glass, which you can't even get anymore. So I'm going to try to have it saved. It's way over my head to fix something like that with like a do-it-yourself kit, because I wouldn't know what I'm doing. I want it done right. So I'm going to see if I can get an appointment at a glass shop somewhere along the way tomorrow to have that taken care of. It's quite a bit bigger than it looks in the video. Let me see if I can show you guys from the inside. I'm going from here. I'm still at the fire tower, by the way. The one that you can't really climb. Anyway, so I've been here a little while, just relaxing, hanging out, listening to some music. And I'm going to Meridian, Mississippi from here, and then I'm going down to the Gulf Coast. I'm going to go to Biloxi and go to the casinos tonight. They have an IP casino in Biloxi, which is owned by Boyd Gaming, the same people that own Sam's Town in Vegas, which is my favorite casino. So I like the slot machines they have in there, and I can do the 1-cent video poker. That's pretty fun. So I'm going to hit Biloxi tonight. Doesn't matter what time I get there. That's the good thing about casinos. They're always open. And I'm not a huge gambler. It's just something to do. And I was just looking to see if I could get a glass appointment somewhere in like Biloxi, Pascagoula, because that's the area that I'm going to be in the morning, because there's a big highway rest area on Interstate 10 right outside Biloxi that I'm going to sleep at tonight. And I'm going to try and get a glass appointment first thing in the morning somewhere in that area to have that taken care of. We'll see. Who knows? So heading out, the tower's back there behind me. I hung out here for like over 2 hours, really relaxing. Had a really long 30+ minute phone call with one of my friends from New Hampshire. He's going to be flying down to Florida this Saturday. I'm going to be picking him up at the Orlando airport Saturday morning. Then we're going to a concert Saturday night in Orlando. So that's going to be good. So I got all that squared away, like shuffled some flights and things. It's a long story, but he's all set. I'm gonna pick him up at the Orlando airport Saturday. And it was just such a relaxing time. It was over 2 hours I was up there, just hung out, listened to some music. Just great weather. It's warm. It's t-shirt weather and I'm comfortable, not the least bit cold. A little bit disappointing that I couldn't climb that tower. I mean, I could have, but it would have been really stupid. It was in such poor shape. But yeah, just great afternoon. Now I'm heading off to Meridian, Mississippi, because that's somewhere that I've never been. That's about 2 hours from here. Let's roll. 5 more miles on a dirt road to get out of here and get back to the paved road. But it's in a different direction, like the fire tower I went to the other day. I could come in one way and go out a different way because it's a through street. 10 miles on a dirt road with the fire tower slapped in the middle. That's okay by me. More southern pines. I don't know what it is this trip about rain and not messing up my plans, but this is yet another instance where I do an activity or go somewhere and it's a beautiful day and then it rains right after. It's about 30 minutes since I left the tower up on the hill there. Beautiful, sunny, warm weather. The whole time I was up there, now it's raining. This is Route 183 South, just working my way over towards Meridian, Mississippi. Still nice warm day. I'm very, very comfortably warm in a t-shirt. But it's a-raining. It's a little bit later. I'm at the highway rest area in Mississippi. It's the Mississippi Welcome Center right over the border from Alabama. This is I-20 and I-59. They're the same highway for a few miles around here. Then in Meridian, I-20 keeps going west, I-59 goes south. I'm gonna jump off the highway, check out Meridian, and then take 59 south towards Biloxi. This is the side of the building at the Mississippi Rest Area Welcome Center. And look at these columns. The first thing I thought was local design for something that would showcase the state of Mississippi. That's what you'd see on like a southern plantation house. Just a local touch to the rest area. This is Meridian, Mississippi. Coming into downtown up here. What did I say the other day about red lights when I'm showing somewhere in the vlog that's downtown? Tallest building in the city is like on the right over there, but I'm not sure I can show you guys. without looping around. That thing right there that's flashing red and blue, that's a police department camera put on the street to reduce crime that actually flashes like police lights colors. I have never seen that before. A lot of cities use those like street cameras, but I've never seen one that actually lights up before. Might be hard to see it in the video, but I'm at an Exxon here in Meridian, Mississippi. $2.39 a gallon, lowest gas price of the trip so far. Just about to hit the highway from Meridian down to Biloxi. It's 10:25 at night, 70 degrees, and very humid. It's so nice out. T-shirt weather, and I'm not the least bit cold.